All right, we have made it. We are at the number 9. So, continuing on with our numerology, discussing the numerology lesson. For those of you who have not been following me, whatever platform you're looking at, go back, check out my videos, numbers 1 through 8. So in numerology, the numbers begin at 0, and I discussed that in the first video, and we culminate with 9, and then we start adding on, right? And 9 in numerology is noted as the humanitarian. 9 in astrology is the ninth house, higher learning, education, guru type energy. So, of course, the number 9 would be the energy of where enlightenment sort of lives, right? So, starting with our concept of the child, this child is now in 4th grade. And 4th grade is a very important grade that kind of like causes the person to transition a little bit. Your 4th grader is a mini adult, okay? Your 4th grader has had life experiences, and you can't tell them otherwise, right? They know that they know that they know that they have just had life experience, right, in the 4th grade. So the 4th grade person is looking out for things that are beneficial to everybody in the classroom, right? It's not fair for Billy to be mistreated because he has red hair, because they have knowledge. The 4th grader has been through some things. They've seen how people are treated fairly. They know who's in charge, and they know who to go to get things done, to make change happens, right? 4th graders still normally love people. They normally like each other in a general sense. They're still playing and want everybody in the class to be kind of happy and included. There's still a lot of that type of energy of what's good. 4th graders also talk, right? So they tell each other what's going on in the world. So if a person is living in a restricted household where they can't go to all the different things, they come back and they talk about it. They share news with each other, right? 4th grades, they also are taking their artistic courses. So they take their arts and crafts, right? Where they do drawings and paintings if they still have this in school, right? They use their creative energies. And 4th graders know that they're going to the great big 5th grade next. Well, things are going to get a little different, and the learning is going to become a little bit more complicated. So they're all about enjoying this 4th grade ride, right? That's the 9 energy. The 9 energy looks out for others. The 9 energy is about enjoying this ride together. How can we make it better? The 9 energy is about sharing information on what is transpiring at this moment so that we're all in a know together, right? And the 9 energy is seen as a person who they look at certain things are just as they are, or principles exist that will always exist, right? So the 9 energy says love begets love. If I love, I will receive love. And they spread that message, right? If I do my homework, I will be successful in school. If I help my friends will help me. If I love my friends will love me. If I share with others, they will share with me. It's the universal principles get passed around. And 4th graders operate in this so that therefore if something happens outside of that, it kind of really throws them off. They can't really handle it when they're nice to the friend and friend isn't nice, right? Then they're in that 5th grade world. Okay. So your little 4th grader at home is sharing these principles. And now this doesn't mean that that person is also loving and altruistic. No, they're saying you should do this because is the right thing to do, right? They're aware of right and wrong and what is the right thing to do because they've been taught that. The other side of that 9 and that little fourth grader, the 9-year-old is they might have some ulterior motives because the 9-year-old is getting ready to transition to the 10. And remember, the 10 is the one with the 0, and you can be a little selfish. So they might share some news. Hey, I hear we're going to go on a summer vacation, but we're only going to go if everybody makes good grades. I need for you to make good grades. I hear we're going to vote on where we're going. I need for you to vote for. So sometimes they might be sharing information so that they can benefit from the information, right? They want you to do something and then they will get the reward from your action. That's the lower vibration. Most of the time, the 9s are about other people. So the 9 is the reverse of the 6. So the frequency, the area where all the energy, the old, the 0 energy is all at the top. And that needs to be let out and expressed to the world. Now, the 9 energy is the 9 plus 0, 90, that older family member who can't do things that they used to do. In their mind, they're 20, their body is 90. And they are aware of change and life transitions. And they're not happy. So sometimes they're mean. Sometimes they're not fun to be around. And even if they were nicer at an earlier point, they're just not because they're tired. They want life to be different and it's not. And they see all these things, they have all this knowledge and no one's listening to them. They can't change the outcome of whatever's going on, right? See this background behind me, they know the transition is coming and there's nothing they can do to stop it. They're upset. This is the patients in the nursing homes that are violent towards people. You come and touch them, they hit you, they don't want to be touched. And sometimes it is because they're in pain and different things, but they're not happy because they would like to stay. And they know they can't. The humanitarian would like to do more for others, but at one point, they would like to do more for themselves. They would like to extend their time here. That's also fear-based because they are afraid of the unknown. They are afraid of what comes next. Side note, I can help you with that. I know about what comes next, right? So you have them in this state, this altruistic state. They could be twofold. If they're still capable, they could want to do good for humanity before they leave and maybe give away a bunch of money to someone, right? To help humanity out if they have it like that. Or give away their dishes, their things. You might see them start giving away furniture, giving away things to just give to other people, right? That's that kind of energy, looking out for the people before they go in preparation. Even sometimes it's as a matter of giving out the knowledge, getting that memoir out, telling people, I'm not your daddy. Oops. And the other side of the 9, when it's on the lower vibration, is that the person could be totally egocentric in the sense that they're focused on themselves. And if it's a person who's seen as a guru, they could be egocentric because they're like, what are you talking about? I'm the guru here. I know. I've been here for 90 years. You can't tell me anything. I have 90 years of experience and not being open to receiving information from anyone else. Okay. So the 9 being a humanitarian is also in astrology, the 9th house, higher learning, education, a person seeking knowledge, seeking gurus, seeking information, can be seeking information about transitions, which is the death cycle, right? Could be seeking information about spirituality, could be seeking information about the health, the physical body, right? And things that you could do. When you're in a relationship, you got to understand that if a person has an outward perspective and they're always looking at the greater good, sometimes you might fall victim to the greater good because something that you want as an individual might not be what is best for the greater good. And if their mindset is out there, you have to ask yourself, are you able to take a back seat to allow them to work in that greater good energy? Numbers that do well with that 9 or can be okay with the 9 or the 3, 6, and 9, because those are natural numbers, right? The 6 is the reverse of the 9. The 6 is all about home and wanting things to go well. The 9 is about what's good for the majority. Put them together, it's really good. Looks like the Cancer energy, but it's really good energy. 9 is also Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius by nature are always seeking, Sagittarius rising, are always seeking more knowledge, higher learning. Okay. 3 and the 9, because the 3 can lighten up, have fun, and help the 9 with communicating their plans for the world. It's a good combination. So let's get to the angel numbers. 999. 999 is just so happens to always going to be a 9. 9 is endings, transitions, new beginnings. So whenever you see a series of 9, it's just a matter of how many endings and transitions, right? So you can have one, you could be changing jobs, moving homes, moving cities, moving countries, getting married, getting divorced, having a baby, all kinds of things, getting a dog, getting a cat, a lot of things. So your life can be changing in a plethora of ways. And then on top of that, you can be deciding that you're no longer following this religion or that religion. And now you're going to go out into these mountains and you're going to study to be a monk. Lots of changes, lots of transition. 9s always bring about transition. The problem is that some people see the 9s and they want to hold on to whatever it is for fear of whatever is coming, not knowing that whatever is coming could be more beneficial for you. So instead of having the open hands, they have the closed hands, the closed fist. For instance, a person who's transitioning doesn't know that they could be transitioning to another life that is actually better than the life they currently have. But they're afraid because they don't know, right? So that's the 9 energy. Remember, 9 plus 9 plus 9 is always going to be 9. No matter what. 9 plus any other number is going to be the self. So for instance, you have 69 is more energy of the 6. 39 is more energy of the 3. It's always a little bit different with the energies, by the way. That's a side story. But it's always that number. A 1 and 9, not necessarily a good combination because although it's a 1 number, the 1 and 9 are really far apart. And so they have some core beliefs that are normally difficult to overcome. Can it be overcome? Of course, especially if they have numbers in other astrological positions. But a lot of times it's a little bit challenging. Just think of it. The 1 is Aries, the 9 is Sagittarius. Okay. All right, friends, that's it. We have completed the 9. Again, you guys can get my books, my astronumerology books, where I combine the astrology with the numerology and lots of different aspects of your chart so that you can use that information to have a better, more informed life. You can check out your relationships, your work relationships, your personal relationships, romantic relationships, so like your family versus your lover, and see what numbers are working well and what numbers aren't working well and what astrology is saying about your numbers in your chart, okay? And how life is dictating how you're existing, okay? All right, until next time, be well. Oh, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider following me. It's free. and share if you know someone who can use the information. And if you have a sign, a compatibility that you want me to do, you have some numbers you want me to put together, leave it in the comments so I can make a video about it. See you on the next one. Bye.